Yeah. What's everybody fighting for? Why can't people help people? That's the question. That's the question.
Oh my God, people helping people!
30 live shows, 30 days. And that concludes chapter 1 of People Helping People. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome in. And gosh, man, it feels so good to be back. I feel like every time I say that, I feel like Eminem, you know? I've been thinking that in my head since I've been putting together all these things to get another amazing show of people helping people. Feels good. Yeah, and if you guys saw the reel that we made of this is the PHP Chapter 1 book that was underwater with me. And we just had fun. We had fun. We just made a funny little video to try and promote for chapter number 2 of People Helping People. And so, yeah, I got to put on my swim trunks, put on some of Penny and Benny's merch, get underwater, and try and shoot a video, sacrifice a phone or two, and try and make some fun content for people. But nonetheless, you guys, we have closed out chapter 1 of People Helping People. It was one of the most incredible, purpose-filling, fulfilling, exciting endeavors that I've ever been on. And as I was setting this stuff up, my heart started racing a little bit, just knowing that we're going to go live again. I was getting so excited to be back here with you guys. And we couldn't have done that without you. We could not have done 30 live shows in 30 days without the amount of love and support that we have got from our amazing community here. And so, this one's for you guys. Thank you. And we closed out chapter 1 in a big way, and we did an insane marathon stream. And when I say insane marathon stream, I mean we were live for 6 hours. We were live for 6 hours, bringing on multiple guests, handling logistics in the background as we're trying to bring people on. We had Kayla came on here. We had an apples to apples segment where we sat down and we pitted 6 different apples against each other. And, it was so reassuring to me to be able to sit down and have these conversations with our team, our community, you guys, and how growing something like this and feeling that we have people that are really riding for us. We have people that want to help people. We have something that I know can turn into something incredible, and we're doing that right now as we speak. And I see you guys going crazy in the chat there. We're going to get over to you and acknowledge everybody that's here. We appreciate everybody that's jumping in. Thank you for being here. But I really want to dive into some of the things that we have going for Chapter 2. Chapter 2 has so many beautiful, how can I word this? Chapter 2 is called The Give Back. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We are going to position ourselves to give back. I feel as though we've built such an incredible community here thus far, and we're growing every single day. So we are going to take what we've learned thus far and integrate all of the new guests that we're going to be having on the show and all of the guests that we had on the show prior into giving back. This era, this chapter, this series, this portion of People Helping People moving forward is about really putting our best foot forward and making sure that, sorry, I got distracted by some comments up there, but really putting our money where our mouth is, right? And what I mean by that is I was going to have on somebody that I'm sure you guys remember from the show earlier. Her name is Amanda Cardenas, and she impacted me in such a way because of her advocacy for people with type 1 diabetes. She has a full-fledged network of individuals that are out here helping people that need insulin supplies. She's giving and helping to get kids to go to Camp ASDA, AZDA, helping by sponsoring these kids because she's a real estate agent, and when she sells a home, she puts a portion of that to help sponsor these kids to go to Camp ASDA. And Camp ASDA, which we were going to have her on to talk about, but Camp ASDA is a place for kids to go and be amongst other type 1 diabetics so they know that they're not alone. And it is such an incredible thing. So not only are all the kids there type 1 diabetics, but all the counselors, all the emergency staff, everybody's type 1 diabetic. And so she, when she was 7 years old, went to Camp ASDA. And it changed something in her mindset. Not only the fact that she finally found out she wasn't alone in the world and there's other type 1 diabetics, but she then turned the leaf towards advocacy. She turned the leaf towards her being the person to advocate for other people to be doing the same thing. And within that network has many people that are working to help people that have type 1 diabetes in all different avenues. So in chapter 2, the give back, we are going to be raising money to send as many kids as we can to Camp ASDA. And it's not just us. It's not just us. And that's the beauty of what we're doing right now. I've already reached out to a lot of the business owners that have been on this show, and they want to be involved. They want to be involved in one way or another because they know the impact that we're trying to have and that we are creating for the world. One chapter, one step, one show at a time. And so I reached out to these business owners and we talked. We talked about what we're about to do. I've had this idea for a few days now, and I just started reaching out. Here's the point where people helping people comes to fruition. And I said, this is what we're advocating for. This is what chapter 2 is all about. And this is our goal. And they said they want to be involved across the board. Everybody's in. And I am so, so excited that Penny and Benny, LLC, our merch guy, check this out. Stay curious. Come on. Penny and Benny, LLC is on board. So if you go to his website and you purchase shirts, you say People Helping People sent you, he's going to be advocating towards it. Kayla Coffee Studios, if you purchase artwork from her, she's going to be advocating towards it. We will have a strict donation button if you just want to donate. And we're not asking anybody to donate. But if you can and you want to, then by all means, it's going to be to a good cause. And we are in talks with Amanda Cardenas, who also does the same thing, and seeing if we can find a way to outreach best, to reach out to the people that are watching these streams. And a lot of people need help and don't know how to ask for it. So we can advocate here for families that we know could use something like this, where their kids are type 1 diabetics and maybe they may not be able to afford something like Camp ASDA because it's $1,000 to $1,200 per child to go for a week. And a life-changing event for a type 1 diabetic, especially a kid that needs community, love, and support. So we're talking with Amanda and how we can reach out. Because legally, we can't reach out to families, right? So we will be creating a page for you guys to be able to go to and send us. It can be an anonymous email. It can be with the family's name and number, however you guys want to do it. But we will have just a simple page that you can go to email us so that we can start getting a list of some names and some families that we can sponsor to take to Camp ASDA. Really excited about that. Really, really excited about that. And we're building momentum here. Like I said, I get butterflies before I start, and this is what I'm meant to do. So we are in chapter 2 now, the give back. And we sit here and, all these business owners coming together to give to the children, to give to the people that are less fortunate. And it's a cause that's near and dear to my heart as a type 1 diabetic myself. And what I want to do is if we sponsor 1, 2, 3 kids, I want to be able to talk with the families beforehand if they're comfortable with it. Talk to them beforehand. And then, if we can talk to the kids too about their experience. I personally am going to go to Camp Asda next year and talk to the counselors and see what's going on there and see what we can do to help advocate for something as amazing as Camp Asda. So welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Chapter 2 of People Helping People. We're doing it. We're doing it. And it feels so good. It feels so good to have the amount of support and love that we have. And the beautiful thing is, too, that this chapter is going to be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday show. We are not doing everyday live streams. I've been going live face to camera with just my phone every single day since our 30 by 30. I have not missed a day, sometimes twice a day, just toying with it, trying, grabbing, just talking with people all over the world real quick. But these main shows, where it's actual in-studio shows, will be Monday, Wednesday, and Friday at 8 p.m. So mark your calendars. Come show some love. And if you haven't already, hit the thumbs up button. We appreciate you. I know Rich was thinking that in the back of his head. I haven't got to the chat yet, but let's see. Let's get into some chat. Everybody, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of the announcement of Chapter 2 of People Helping People. We're going to have more scheduled shows this time, We're going to make sure that the guests that we bring on are just as good as last chapter. But I want to make sure that every show has a guest for you guys to learn something from, whether it be a business owner, whether it be the artist or the musician. We got to have some people on here that they're going to bring value to us. They're going to bring value to the viewer. And I am lucky enough to be able to sit here and ask the questions that I hope all of you are wondering too. So let's get into some chat here. Magic Wood, what up? What's up, brother? Thank you. Thank you for being here. Says howdy, peoples. Man, good to see you. I'm glad you're here. And Magic Wood stepped into some of the face-to-camera little lives that I was doing on YouTube. And do I think that's the answer? No. But is it fun and is it a good way to stay connected and build out the audience? I sure think so. So I'm not going to stop that. That may be once or twice a day where I just do a quick face-to-camera. I've been doing it before as I'm heading to the gym every morning, and then I do it on the way home. So we answer questions, mingle with the people. Rich, we see you out there, legend. Cheers, Rich. Yeah, that's coffee. We're back in action. Coffee at night feels good. Rizzle in the house. Up Left State of Mind podcast. We are in here. Nothing but love. Thanks for coming in, Rizzle. If you guys haven't seen Rizzle's podcast, it is a mental health podcast that is so good. It's so good, man. Up Left State of Mind. And I'm just proud that somebody is going out on a limb and putting themselves in uncomfortable positions to be able to grow and to have a podcast like that where it's 100% about mental health. Talk about feeling uncomfortable. Talk about being vulnerable. Talk about putting yourself in a state where sometimes you're talking about things that are uncomfortable. My hat's off to you, man. That's not an easy thing, to have those conversations and maybe open those wounds. But in the end, Up Left State of Mind is a show that is there to uplift. It is there to allow people to know that it's okay to not be okay. So my hat's off to you, Rizzle, for not just talking about it, but being about it. Let's see. Magic Wood says that must be your second book. Yeah, you already know. If you've been a fan of the show and you've been watching us, okay, laugh track, that's enough. It is my second book that I've ever read. That's a throwback. We have some inside jokes from past shows. I appreciate that, Magic Wood. That's really funny. Oh, we got another legend in the house, your boy B. Welcome in, brother. Now, check this out. We're talking about chapter 2, right? We're talking about chapter 2 being the give back. We're talking about chapter 2 being the moment that people helping people gets to embody and embrace that, not just through talk, but through action. And that is so exciting to me. And like I said, with these business owners that I reached out to, and everybody wants to be involved. So if I'm selling any kind of merch, if Penny and Benny LLC is selling some merch, if Kayla Coffee Studios is selling some art, then we are going to be donating to get a kid to go to Camp Asda, and it's beautiful. But I also want to state that your boy B gave me a call, and he said, you know what, I love what you're doing, and I appreciate you, and I want to be able to send you some artwork. I want to send you some artwork, and you know what? So at the end of chapter 2, we're going to have an auction. We're going to have an auction for artwork from your boy B. And I'm so grateful. So grateful. And his art is crazy. Crazy. Such a unique eye. But yeah, he's going to be sending us some art to be able to auction off at the end of our chapter 2. And so we'll have artwork from your boy B. We'll have artwork from Kayla Coffee Studios. We're going to have some one-of-a-kind merchandise from Penny and Benny LLC. I'm going to be talking to Ari at carsfortucson.org. I'm going to be talking to Jake from T-Town Boxing. I'm going to be talking to Amanda Cardenas over there with the advocacy of T1D. I'm going to be talking to, all these business owners that I've had on want to make a difference. And so we're here and we're doing that. Thank you to everybody. All right, let's get back into some more chat here. Let's see who else we got. Let's see. Thank you all for joining us again, ladies and gentlemen. We really do appreciate you. And your boy B says, the honor is mine, brother. Dude, man, it just means so much, man. It means so much that people are believing in this as much as I do, and that is just something that is so special. It's so special to be able to do those 30 live shows, unfiltered, raw shows where I just spew for X amount of time. And some of it is perfect, and some of it is completely backwards, things that I would never say. But the fact that it's live and I get to have an audience that is there with me through the highs and lows, literally, and we get to experience this whole thing together. So, thank you, your boy B, for believing in us, and we really do appreciate it. Rich E says, can't wait to see all the art. Bro, me too. I can't wait to see what your boy B's putting together. I know what Kayla is capable of, but she's so stinking creative that I don't know what's going to come for this auction. But, just like before, if you guys are active in the chat, and I'm watching. I'm taking note of people that are in the chat for chapter 2. We'll be doing giveaways. I want to give back as much as I possibly can. Chapter 2 is, that's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. So, oh, look at that. And Amanda Cardenas is in the house. Welcome. She says, I love this so much. So incredibly grateful you're doing this for these kids in this type of wonderful, badass community. It's so good. It's so good. And I wish I wasn't so jet lagged so I could hop on here. Hoping I'm rested up by Wednesday and can form coherent sentences after 8 p.m. by then. Well, we hope you are too, and thank you for joining us, and thank you for putting me in a position to be able to help, because I wouldn't know about these things if it wasn't for you. So I want to give you your flowers, and I wanted to have you on the show before the end of our 30 by 30, that crazy marathon that we had, 6-hour stream, 6 or so hours. But I just wanted to say thank you. Thank you for sharing not only your story, but what Camp Asda did for you at such a young age, and how you flipped the script and utilized that as fuel to do the same for others. So, the thanks is all to you. And I am just here utilizing the connections that we've made as people helping people to the best of my ability. And, you know, as we continue to reach out and spread our web, I know that this is just going to get bigger and bigger, and the give back of chapter 2 is going to be something special. So thank you, Amanda, for being a part of what People Helping People is today. Man, so yeah, like I said, let's talk about it. We got chapter 2. We closed chapter 1 with our 30 by 30. We had 17 guests in 30 days. And I'll tell you that a lot of my personal things fell by the wayside within those 30 days. A lot of business kind of took a back seat, and there were things that needed attention, and the balance wasn't there. And we really talked a lot about balance in that first season, that first chapter, and how important it is to at least recognize when things are out of balance. And I was finding myself in a weird space going live every day. And then the editing and the watching it back, and then the guest outreach and the, you know, answering of DMs and all this stuff, right? I mean, it's great problems to have, but it was a balance. I have to be able to eat. And so I had to take these couple of moments off to get my workflow back in place. I had to get the Wardy's car rentals back to where I'm comfortable with it, and you know, get it back into a position where we can continue to grow and do what we're doing over there. And the way to do that is to, on chapter 2, do a Monday, Wednesday, Friday show, so that we continue to have a great balance. And I'm not on here, you know, by myself too often, and I can bring you guys incredible guests. I want to be deeply connected to my audience versus having a massive audience. So if I can bring you more value per show versus bring you more shows, that to me is much more important. So chapter 2 is an exciting one. Another big announcement. So we had so many shows, not just the 30 by 30, but I was doing shows before then too. We have learned so much about articulating. Learned so much about being a good interviewer and asking great questions. We have learned so much about our software and our hardware. And as you guys know, we've failed a lot. But through all those failures, I think we got some real nuggets. We got some real amazing episodes. I think every single episode that we've had a guest on, I and the guest have felt so good about the episodes. So not only are we jumping into chapter 2, but we are also going to be on all streaming platforms the beginning of next week. So look out for People Helping People, the audio podcast on all streaming platforms next week. Really excited about that. So good. So, and I don't know how this live show is going to translate to audio. I was thinking about that. I'm like, can that even be something that is palatable for a consumer? Is that something that you guys would want? Because I know not everybody can jump in here and watch the live videos, but would you guys want to have the audio version on iTunes, iPodcast and Spotify and all, wherever the podcasts are at via audio? Is that something that you guys would want? Because I don't know if this would translate well to just an audio show. So that's something that we got to figure out. And I've listened to it via audio and I liked it. I really did. Not to boast or toot a horn or whatever, but it's like, I think that there's enough wisdom and inspiration and knowledge in those podcasts to go ahead and just have it be audio so people can pop in their headphones, get back to work and take a listen. So I hope that you guys are as excited as I am for that. Next Monday will be the first episode that will drop on all streaming platforms. So go ahead and wait for that. Let's check it out. when the time comes. So, these are exciting beginnings of chapter 2. Let's see. Your boy B, clapping emojis. Let's go. Your boy B says, run it. Yeah, and Rich says, willing to give it a try, so go with it. Yeah, I mean, really, that's what this whole freaking thing has been about, right? Let's try it. Let's try it. And if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, we pivot. So, yeah, thank you for that, Rich. And sometimes I need that gentle reminder, too. Just run it. Just run it. And if it doesn't work, then pivot. So, like today, it's our first day going live on Twitch as well. I never used Twitch before. Don't even know what Twitch is. All I know is I created an account and your boy is live. So, Rich asked, when is the camp, AJ? Great question, Rich. It's next year at this time. So it's a few weeks prior to the date that we're in now. I believe it's, hold on one sec. July. I'd have to double check, but I believe it's in July. Amanda, when we do have her on, she'll run us through all the logistics of all of that, and we'll have exact dates. But like I said, the idea is to put this community to good use and, give back as best as we possibly can. And if we can really impact a family and impact a life and impact a kid to have a community as a type 1 diabetic like that, I think that is something that is absolutely priceless. So that's what we're going to be doing. And I mean, if we can too, like I said, if we can have interviews with the people prior, and just introducing people, helping people to the people that we're helping, I mean, gosh, how freaking epic would that be? How epic would that be? So, I just want to say, you guys, I'm so thankful, and I am so excited. I got the jitters. I got the nervous butterflies before I jumped on to announce chapter 2 tonight, and I missed it. I missed it a lot. No, not only did I miss this portion of things, but communicating with you guys as we're doing it. It is so dope. Oh, also, Rizzle Music, our Uplift State of Mind podcast. If you guys haven't subscribed to his podcast, go over there. And I'm not just saying that because I'm going to be on the podcast. That guy's, like I said, he's doing a lot for the mental health community, for men and women alike, just to be able to have a safe space to talk. And I will be asked the questions for the first time in my life. So if you want to see me be uncomfortable and get out of my comfort zone, because I've now got somewhat comfortable being in front of a camera, but I'm also somewhat comfortable being the person that's in control of the conversation and being able to guide things a certain way and ask certain questions that tailor the conversation to what we're trying to do and establish here. And what I try and embody and envision while I'm sitting here is putting myself in the shoes of the listener. What is the listener who is aspiring to be an artist, a musician, a business owner asking? So that's what I try and do. But I'm going to be on the opposite end of that. And so I will be on Uplift State of Mind's podcast at the end of this month. We'll announce it when we have the date set in stone. I think it's just kind of, we're working out the kinks right now. But yeah. Rich says, I think you and me need to schedule a motorcycle event / ride, and proceeds can go to this. Ooh, that would be a cool idea. Yeah, that would be a great idea, Rich. Gosh. Yeah, can we coordinate something like that? Do you guys, because I don't really know anybody out here besides the circle of people that I've had on the show. This is me building friendships. You guys are witnessing it live. I'm getting out of my shell and out of my, I'm a bit of an introvert. So getting out of my shell and comfort zone and meeting new people. But I'm doing it on a grand scale to where people can watch me, have these conversations for the first time with these individuals. So, but that would be so cool, Rich, if you have a community of people that are motorcycle riders and we could put on a ride for that. Dude, I mean, and that's what this is all about. this community being able to tap in with ideas, and whether it be about the show or the events or the or different ways that we can help. Damn, I mean, that's awesome. Thank you for that, Rich. Justin P. Gosh, I wish I knew your last name because I don't know which Justin P that is. But Justin P says, it's awesome to see you out here killing it, man. It's Justin from Mac, and your podcast has just been popping up in my feed. I've been meaning to jump in and listen. Dude. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Well, we sure are glad you're here, man, and welcome to Chapter 2 of People Helping People. This chapter is called The Give Back, and that's exactly what we're doing. We are going to be sponsoring kids to go to Camp ASDA. It's a type 1, me as a type 1 diabetic, you know, I want to give back to the community so people don't feel alone. And the kids deserve to have community, they deserve to have love, and they deserve to have understanding. And a place like Camp ASDA gives them all of those. So we're looking to start that endeavor right now here in Chapter 2. You're here for Episode 1 of Chapter 2. Rich says, hi and welcome, Justin. Awesome. Thank you for that, Rich. We do appreciate you. But you guys, I have nothing but gratitude to give to everybody. And I'm practicing trying to keep a cool, calm, level head, stay balanced. And I want to bring you guys the best of me. I want to bring you guys the best guests. I want to bring you guys the best interviews with meaningful conversations. For anybody in any lane of life, they can sit down and listen to an episode of People Helping People and walk away and be like, dang, you know, I'd like to integrate that. One little thing that you can integrate, right? So in order for me to be able to do so, I have to take care of my body as best as I possibly can, which means a great diet, which means good sleep, which means a great sleep schedule, and continuing to move, keep the joints loose. As we get older, you gotta move a little bit more than you used to have to. So, but that's what it's all about, you guys. And I just want to put my best foot forward and continue to bring you guys incredible shows. But I want to thank everybody again for being here. I love you. And, you know, this is just chapter 1 was the foundation. And thank you to everybody that helped us pour it. Chapter 2 is the give back. And this is just the beginning. This is the beginning to something super special. And, just gratitude. Just gratitude. Just grateful, man. Justin P says, that's an awesome cause, man. That's an awesome cause. I can't wait. Dude, yeah. Well, thank you for joining us, man. Thank you for joining us. And we will be live Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 8 o'clock. Don't miss it. I'm really looking forward to Wednesday's show. Really looking forward to Friday's show. And I'll be going live on YouTube every now and again in between, just a little face-to-camera stuff, you know, when I'm on my way to the gym, giving a little inspiration, chatting with the people. So tune in, give some love, and if there's something in life you're considering doing, go try it. Go try it, because you might find a new love. You might find a new purpose. You might find that life's path is different than what you had expected. And here we are. I'm doing the same thing right now. I never knew this is what I'd be doing, but damn it, we're here. And we found some purpose. So let's see. Magic Wood says, keep it flowing. Rich says, I'll get with you tomorrow about it and start working on it. Rich, you're the man. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for being here at the launch of Chapter 2, People Helping People, the Give Back. And I will let you guys know when we're ready to start earning. We're ready to start making a difference, and we're ready to start donating to this cause and, really making a difference in the community. And I couldn't have done it without you guys. So thank you so much. All love. And we'll see you Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Deuces. Yeah. What's everybody fighting for? Why That's the question.